All right, guys, we're back with Formula One 25. Now, I'm still sick. I'm still got flu, but I will manage. Um, I'm playing a PC version because PC version is just better in every which way. I mean, look at all the ray tracing options. They even have path tracing, uh, which requires a 5090, I guess. But just the graphics are better. Everything's better. And also you have virtual reality VR options. So not only do you have better graphics, not only can you connect it to an ultra wide screen, 32 by 9 monitor with all of these fancy graphics, but you also have a VR option as well. So the PC version is no brainer. But I didn't pay the full price for this. I didn't buy the game. I basically went with the cheapest route there is, and that's the cheapest and the smartest route. I sign up for 1 month subscription with EA Play Pro for $16.99, which comes to $17, right? $16.99. I mean, it's not the end of the world. It's like the best way for you to get your feet wet. If you have a PC that can handle it, that is. I happen to have a PC that can handle it. I have i9 processor and 4070, so I should be good to go. So without any further ado, let's go ahead. This is Breaking Point. For those of you who don't know what the Breaking Point is, Breaking Point, it's a campaign story. It's like a TV show. Think of it like a soap opera of Formula One TV show, and there's characters in there that are very interesting, and they all have their own unique characteristics. Some of them are good, some of them are bad. Just like in the movie, this upcoming movie F1 the movie, there's a story there. So same thing with the Breaking Point. Breaking Point, it's something that I've been playing ever since it came out. So without any further ado, let's go ahead. Now, Breaking Point is just one aspect of Formula One 25. There's a whole lot of other things to do in F1 25. All right, there's a whole lot. I think this is probably the best F1 20. This is probably the best formula at the moment. I mean, I don't know what F1 26 is going to be, but I think this is probably their best F1. They upgraded the lighting. They laser scanned everything, all of the tracks, everything. I mean, it doesn't get any better than this. I don't know how much more realistic can they go. To be honest with you, I'm sure they're gonna push the limits. But I think at the moment, as of recording, as of live streaming this, June 26th, 2025, I'd say this is their best F1 game. Nothing wrong with the previous ones. Previous ones were good as well. But I think with the amount of features that this one has, certainly is going to be one of their best. Okay, so everything's set to ultra high. Ray tracing is on. Everything is on, as you can see. So we should have a pretty good quality. I'm streaming this in 4K. So you guys should have a pretty good quality there. All right, so let's do a Breaking Point. You can also play F1 the movie and relive some of the most exciting track moments from F1 the movie, which is a Brad Pitt movie. I would say watch the movie first before you play the F1 the movie, because there will be some spoilers. There's also career mode, which I will also do. So here's what I'll be doing first. First, I'm doing the breaking point. When I finish the breaking point, then I'll jump into career mode. Okay, so first we're doing the breaking point, and when I finish the breaking point, whenever that is, then I jump into a career mode. And after the career mode, after I finish all the seasons throughout the career mode, then I'll definitely check out F1 the movie, see how that is. And then after that, we can do some multiplayer, play against other players, you know, compete, stuff like that. Again, I'm still sick, so me talking is really not going to be something that you're going to enjoy, because, you know, I'll try not to talk too much, because I'll try to just focus on the story, the breaking point, because it's really hard for me to talk, because, you know, I'm sick, you know what I mean. Alright, so breaking point. Alright, let's go. I think I might have wrote down breaking point, but it's the same thing. You breaking, it's breaks, you know. But I wrote down breaking point, but you guys know what I mean. You guys know what I'm referring to, so I'm sure there will be somebody out there on the comment section, you know, you misspelled it wrong. You know what? So be it. I will never fix it. It's going to stay like that. It's going to be a breaking point. Just because I know there's going to be some, you know, some a-hole out there with a grammar, you know, yeah, you misspelled it wrong. Like, dude, how corrupt is your life, dude? If you got nothing else to do other than just, you know, going around and spell checking everything. Jesus Christ, man. I'm aware of it. I wrote down the breaking point instead of breaking point. But you know what? So be it. Let it stay like that. Actually, I won't even change it, as a matter of fact. I'm going to keep it like breaking point. You know why? Sounds better. But you know what I'm referring to. Alright, so let's start the breaking point. We already wasted too much time talking, blah, blah, blah. Plus, I'm sick. I don't want to talk too much. Okay, I will do this with a normal. Why? Because, guys, I don't want to spend too much time, like, going back and forth, because I'm live streaming. I'll go with the normal. I can always listen. I can always replay this. I can always go back and switch to challenging, switch to hard, switch to expert. But I think it makes total sense for me to master the normal first. And after I master the normal, then I can move into challenging. And then replay it again through challenging, and then replay it again through hard. And then hopefully, if I have balls big enough to do the expert, you know. So, start breaking point 3. Alright, everything's good here. I also have an ultra wide screen, by the way. And I can't wait to connect this to my ultra wide 32:9 50-inch Samsung ultra wide, and connect my Logitech G29 racing wheel to Formula One, and then try it out, you know, see how it is. I'm sure it will be I will probably make a video and I'll show you how immersive it is with the ultra wide screen, 50-inch 32:9, and I'll show you just how immersive it is with racing wheel. It's probably the best experience. But for right now, for a live stream, obviously, you know, I'm using a controller. All right, guys, let's continue.
Previously, in Breaking Point.
You know, the first time you see a car, your car, alongside Ferrari, McLaren, Mercedes, that's what it's all about.
Aiden, listen.
Between you and me, I don't think this team is right for me.
Callie Mayer becomes the first woman ever to win the F2 championship.
What about your dad? Has he called to congratulate you yet, Callie?
Nope.
I like how they're showing you what happened previously, like a TV show. The whole thing is done like a TV show.
Devon Butler now. Oh, that's not good. Oh no, Devon Butler spins. He's out.
It was his hearing. He'd been keeping it from us.
Now I already played the previous season, so I'm already familiar with what's going on, you know.
So if Devon, your son, can't drive, how about your daughter?
Callie Mayer becomes the first female driver of the modern era to participate in an F1 race. Here she comes, but there's contact between the two Connor Sport drivers.
Aiden, are you alright? It's just another butler.
The two Connor Sport teammates not exactly doing each other any favours this afternoon.
What is Aiden playing at? Thought he was too good for the team. He just had a bit of an attitude problem.
Enough! It has to stop. Understand?
I must take care of the business, Kelly. Who do you think will inherit it after I'm gone?
Her father only cares about
Obviously.
success, man. He's such a sleazebag, you know. Nothing worse when you're using your children just to for your own, you know.
He always listened to you.
He's a narcissist for
You
sure,
know what it's
man.
like to leave all this behind, don't you?
It's the most difficult thing I've
But
ever
he's the
done.
best. Corner store.
I
He's
didn't
part of
choose
the
this
corner
job.
store. Corner sport. I'm sorry,
I've had
corner
an entire
sport.
season of you whispering in people's ears. I'm asking you to leave the meeting.
You can't be serious.
This is not your team. And after today, it might not even exist.
I remember when I won this with a corner sport, man. It was so good.
I'm thinking I might.
You know, it felt like I was part of the cast. It felt like I was part of the
all know
like this
what's at
TV
stake.
show. It
If
really
we
had that
race
like
as
impact on
individuals
me and
today,
experience
The team died.
with
I'm sorry if I was ever.
corner
I will
sport
forgive you on one condition.
team.
What's that?
You get your share of the points.
Guys, I would recommend that you play
Sure about this? I'm sure about everything.
F123. You have to play F123
She's not going to make up that much ground.
to understand the story. So before you jump into breaking point 3,
Trust me, you
make
watch
sure
her
you
go.
play F123. Actually, you should play F122 and F123 first, okay? If you got EA Play Pro, before you jump into F125, make sure you play F122 Breaking Point Season 1, and then F123 Breaking Point Season 2, and then F125 Breaking Point Season 3. Okay, so you have to do it in that order, so that way you understand who these characters are, who these individuals are in the Breaking Point. So you want to do it in that order. So before we continue, I think it's very important, so that way you don't get confused. It's like watching Game of Thrones and jumping into Season 3, or watching a TV show jumping into Season 3, right? So you want to start from the beginning, from the Season 1. So start with the F122. EA Play Pro already has F122. So jump on F122 first, play the Breaking Point Season 1, and then jump into, when you finish Season 1, F122, then jump into F123, and then when you finish the Season 2 of Breaking Point F123, you have to skip F124 because there is no Breaking Point in F124. So jump into F125. So in F125, you're going to jump into Season 3, Breaking Point Season 3. All right? And you have to do it in this order so that way you understand this TV show. I call it a TV show because it is like a TV show. It's just it's set in a video game. All right, so let's go, guys. Wow. Look at the graphics. Now, there is no music. I turn off the music because I don't want to get copyrighted. It's YouTube, guys. I'm sorry. You'll just have to pretend that there's a music. Just have to pretend that there's a Hans Zimmer score in the background, you know. You know, like...
Well, here we are then, the final day of pre-season testing here in Bahrain.
It's been good, hasn't it, so far, Crofty? We've seen all the
Bahrain.
teams out there, putting in the miles, putting in the laps, and we come away from it still not
I'm so nervous, dude. It's been a while. It's been a while, dude.
Competitive as always.
Now, you're not wrong, Ant. Red Bull and Ferrari have looked impressive, as expected, but it's Connor Sport that have really been the talk of
All right,
the
Connor
paddock
Sport, let's
so
go.
far this week.
Let's go, man. I'm so nervous, dude. It's been a while. Jeez.
Okay, Aidan, we've got some great data over the past couple of days. We're all really happy, but let's make this a big, strong finish, yeah? Yeah, copy. Right, we've gone with a brand new setup on the car here, so just use this lap to get accustomed to the changes, and once you feel like you're happy enough with everything, you can come back to the pits at any time to end the session. Okay, sounds good. Great, I'll leave it up to you.
Hold on, let me, there we go, that's what I was looking for. This is, okay, TV pod offset is my favorite. Even Joseph Kosinski, which is the film director of the F1, the movie, uses these cameras. You know, Brad Pitt talked about how Joseph Kosinski used these more sophisticated IMAX cameras. Because in Top Gun the Maverick, there were stationary IMAX cameras. They were small, but they were stationary cameras put all over the place of, you know, F-18 Super Hornet. However, here, he has advanced these cameras that he used on Top Gun Maverick. He has advanced these cameras now to be 360, like Brett says, 360 rotational cameras. So it's like a 360. So when you watch the movie, what's so interesting is on an IMAX, it's not only are you going to see Brad and other drivers driving, but you're going to see everything else 360 that's going on around you in IMAX. And it's going to be really something, man. So I already seen the movie, and I can tell you, the movie's very loud. I mean, your ears will be burning. The subwoofers are kicking in nonstop. This is it's louder than Top Gun Maverick. The movie is very loud. I mean, the subwoofers are just like, you can feel it in your chest. I mean, it's gonna open up those dopamines. It's gonna kick in those testosterone levels. Is gonna kick in adrenaline rush. You guys will really have a good time with the movie. So go see the movie this Friday. It's going to make a lot of money. It's going to make billions of dollars for sure. You know, you also have, it's the team that worked on Top Gun Maverick, and they really, Joseph Kosinski, Jerry Bruckheimer, you know, the same team that worked on with Tom Cruise and Top Gun Maverick. Now, Tom Cruise wasn't involved because he was busy doing Mission Impossible, but it's pretty much the same team that worked on the Top Gun Maverick. It's just now they're using these 360 cameras, and there's a video where Brad it's actually explaining. Here's an interesting thing. Brad said that they were actually racing during the season. This movie was 2 years in making. So during the season of 23 and 24. So they were in the season of 23 and 24, you know. And so they were making this movie for 2 years, and there were 2 seasons they were doing, actually. And yes, that's Brad Pitt driving. He felt the downforce. Lewis Hamilton was involved. Lewis Hamilton was there the whole time. Now, Lewis Hamilton's part of Ferrari. He was there to make sure that everything was done correctly. Like, he would, like, be talking to the film director and the cast and Brad and everybody in the movie. Hey, like, you know, you're doing this wrong, you're doing that wrong. And they would practice a lot. So I've seen the movie, and honestly, I have to say, F1 the movie, the trailer really doesn't show you much, and that's the beauty about the trailer. Guys, the trailer doesn't show you anything. He shows you a little glimpse, but until you see the movie's 2.5 hours long. 2.5 hours long. The movie is 2.5 hours long. Wait till you see it. Okay? It's unbelievable. So it's hard to describe like how good it is until you see it on a big screen. So go see the movie. Okay? But what's so unique is they're using these IMAX 360 cameras, dude. It's just like, it's the story in the movie, you know, is it realistic? Probably not. A 60-year-old, you know, coming in to help the team, you know, at that age, I don't know, maybe you can. I don't know. That like asking Michael Schumacher to come back and race for Ferrari in the F1. At his age, probably that's unrealistic. I don't think he would pass the physical. I don't think he would pass the eye vision, all the concentration and all that. Concentration meaning the focus. He wouldn't pass the focus test. He probably wouldn't pass all of that, because you have to pass these tests. You have to be eligible to drive these things. So Brad Pitt comes in, you know. Yeah, the story, it's unrealistic. But remember, forget the story. Forget the cheesiness. That's, you know, it's a movie, okay? You're going in to see, like, the action, okay? You're not going in there for, you know, some kind of Academy Award-winning acting, okay? Because it's just cheesy. Acting is just like, not that important. The story in this is just really not that important. What's important is, although there's some funny moments, okay, which I'm not going to spoil it. There's some funny moments. Actually, there's a bunch of funny moments. I think you guys are going to laugh. There's a bunch of comedy, but a comedy with cheese. But you are going to love, like, those IMAX 360 cameras, dude. Holy shit, man. And the sound. I mean, you'll see. Anyway, go see the movie. Yeah, it's a long movie, 2.5 hours. Yeah, it is. It's a long movie, but man, after the movie is finished, you're gonna feel like, holy shit, man. Adrenaline still rushing through. So go see the F1, the movie. All right, let's continue.
Oh, isn't it good to be back, Aidan? I've
Yes.
missed this.
It's back.
Yeah, you know
I'm
me.
back.
Just getting back into the swing of things.
The one thing I'll say, the graphics right away, dude. I noticed the graphics are just so much better, dude. I'm also live streaming this in 4K, so it should look really good.
Right, we'd like you to push it on this next lap, please, mate. Can do.
Everything you see here, it's accurate in the Bahrain.
Okay, mate, let's have some feedback on the car, please. How's it feel? Yep, sure thing. Car's feeling great.
Can't wait to try this on my ultra wide screen, 50-inch ultra wide with my racing wheel. I think that's where I'm going to get the best experience.
Right, that's excellent stuff, mate. We're seeing really positive data from that run, so just when you're done, bring it back into the pits. Copy.
Let's return to the pit.
Okay, Aidan, everything's looking good so far. Car's looking great, and so do you.
Yeah, this car is a rocket ship. You guys have made a beast right here.
All right, let's go to the pit. I'll do one more lap, then I'll go to the pit. Oh, Jesus.
I've already told Casper, let the car run a little wider out of turn 4. You can really extend the track there.
I don't know. We're already pretty close to track limits at that point.
Well, you're leaving time on the table, so let's just let it run a little wide. It's all
Yeah,
good.
but you're not the one behind the wheel, Dev.
We might be pushing our luck with the steward, so we'll have to side with Callie on this one.
Ask Casper, he'll agree with me.
Yeah, I'm sure Casper will
Yeah,
agree
they're
with
here
you.
now. Just give me a second. Devon, just a man. So we look through the data, and if we adjust the ERS harvesting rate, we should see some improvement on those turns.
Told you.
Right, okay, settle down. Got someone who wants to speak to you all. Right, they're listening now. Davidoff.
Good. So, as your new team owner, I thought it only right that I check up on my investments. And I'm glad I did. Casper's just filled me in on the lap times. I just wanted to say, well done. I'm impressed. But Red Bull's numbers are better, so there's still room for improvement.
Well, now we know what we're up against. I'm sure me and
Callie,
Aidan could...
don't have time to chat. All I wanted to say is that I'm expecting great things from our drivers this season.
He's such
we
a
all are.
he's
Just
such an
don't let
asshole.
yourselves
Yeah, no worries, Dad. We're all over it.
Good man. I'll fly out to Bahrain as soon as I can. Ciao.
Well, he's right, you know. With times like these, we could be real contenders this season.
But he owns the team, you know. He's the big money man, so it is what it is. But he's an asshole, you know. And when you play the season too, you'll totally understand why he's an asshole.
We had an incredible start to the 24 season. Better than any of us could have imagined.
And do you think any of that was down to Davidoff Butler buying the team?
Undoubtedly. I mean, Davidoff had a way of pushing people's buttons to motivate them, as he would call it. Besides, both his kids were a Connor sport, so if there were any disagreements, which there were, he could be very...
persuasive. He would always get what he wanted. Why do you think I sold the team to him at the end of 2023?
throughout your course of Breaking Point 3, you'll not only control the drivers, but also corner sport team principal, Casper Ackerman. And this is another cool aspect about the Breaking Point. Not only do you make decisions, because in this game you can make decisions. There's multiple, this is where the replay value comes in and replaying the Breaking Point. You can make different decisions, and those decisions that you make can have an impact on what happens next. So you do have that option to choose what you want to do. Like, who do you want to fire? Who do you want to keep? What decisions do you want to make? And I think that's what makes this Breaking Point even more unique. You see, like during these visits to the team data center, Casper will have to make difficult decisions covering a range of topics during department's events. How you choose to respond to these events will have a direct effect on many things such as your performance and reputation. They may even affect bonus objectives for upcoming races.
Hey boss, got a couple of minutes?
Alright, so now I'm being asked. Davidov has arranged for luxury watch brand Eichenberger to run a advertising campaign featuring Devin, Callie, and himself to promote their new product line. Eichenberger have been in contact asking when might be possible to arrange the filming. Currently, it would have to replace a pre-scheduled meeting about simulator data. How do you want to deal with these with this request? I will prioritize it. Now I can choose to decline it. I can choose to delay it. Well, you know, advertising is the key thing, right? The more you advertise, the more you get people excited, the more people are interested, and the more are willing to, you know, check it out. So, you know, advertising is the key, you know. So I will prioritize it. Between story events, you'll return to the hub. Here you can check the latest news, your social feed, emails, and even receive a phone call from other characters throughout the course of Breaking Point 3. The character you control in these hubs can change from visit to visit, each one offering a different perspective on life at Cornersport. Performance, reputation. From here you'll also be able to check the level of your performance. I'm already familiar with all of this because I already played Breaking Point Season 1, Season 2. So I already know all of these things. And of course, that's the beauty about the Breaking Point, is all the decisions you make will have an impact on your reputation. You have news, social, email, where you can check to see. Like, that's another cool aspect of it. You know, like everything that's happening in this story, you can check the news, the social, the email. Like right now, we'll check the news. This from the... and there's a phone calling me. Hold on. Accept.
Davidov.
Casper, how's everything shaping up?
Pretty good. We're just about to go over the data from FP3. I want to encourage Callie to adjust the brake balance. She's still locking up coming out of turn 7. And as for Aiden,
Yeah, good. Thank you, Casper. Thanks. Yep. Casper, listen, we need another strong showing at Emilia.
Of course.
Getting a great result in Ferrari homeland would show that we're serious about making the top 3.
And we are, as you know. We delivered a good car this year, so don't we...
But there's always a better car around the corner. Also, I understand my old friend Ernst has been in touch about a shoot with some watches.
Yeah, Eigenberger. Yes, I've given it the go-ahead.
Very good. It's important to me. I'll tell Devon, you tell California. Anyhow, I've got another call to make. Must be off. Ciao.
That's short for Callie. Callie. That's her name, California, but it's short for Cali. Hold on a second. I wish that I wasn't so sick, man. But unfortunately, I am. I got some flu from Mind's Eye. So this is just the news for you to read, to see what's been going on, the current affairs of Formula One throughout the story. Then you got your social. You know, you can read the Twitter X. You know, anyone else keeping an eye on a corner sport, that team, it's on the top. Tommy says, and to Davidson, LOL, we've seen this before. Let's see if they can sustain it for the whole season. I won't hold my breath. Natalie Pinkman. It's good to see familiar faces, like on the social media, because I remember some of those. I remember Natalie Pinkman. We really should be talking about what an impressive job Ackerman is doing with corner sports so far this season. Box Xbox box. And of course there's going to be some negative comments as well. Alright, so then you got your email from your team, right, letting you know what's going on. A couple of things have come from the FP3 data. We've been looking at Callie's lockup, and we are looking at the brake balance to smooth things out. If she's comfortable with that change, Aiden's still a bit unstable throughout the chicane at T14 and 15. I think we can tweak suspension. Devin Butler. You remember Devin Butler, that's the son. You have to remember California Butler, and Devin Butler, it's brother and sister. And of course, their father owns the Butler company that's sponsoring this corner sport. That's their father, right? And this is his son, Devin Butler, and of course, Kelly, it's his daughter, California, Cali, California. Casper, I can't seem to get a hold of you. Answer your phone, mate. I've been looking some of the data from qualifying, and I really think we're missing a trick with the current tire strategy. Trust me, you'll thank me for it. Call me. Casper is the guy who is team leader of, the manager of Cornerstone. Mark Priestley, he's a race engineer. I've already covered this off with Aiden and Callie, but I think we can afford to be aggressive out there today. I like to see them attack the chicanes or chicanes. I don't know how to pronounce this. Particular at the variant Villeneuve. As you remember, this is fast circuit and it can be narrow in places, so I told them to be mindful when trying to overtake. You know, it's funny, Brad Pitt, on an interview, talked about when he was driving Formula One in Bahrain. He said that when you get to that braking point to slow down, you go 300 miles an hour, and all of a sudden, 100 miles an hour, 80 miles an hour. There's something that happens to your body, like you feel like you get sucked right in, like your chest gets sucked right in. And it sucks the air out of your lungs, and it's a physical sport, man. You have to control your breathing. You gotta, it's a sport that requires a lot of focus. You can't be thinking about nothing else other than that Formula One and the track. That's it. That's all you're thinking. Formula One and track. You can't think about nothing else. You can't think about your relationship, your girlfriend, blah, blah, blah. None of that shit. So you have to be, like what Brett says, like, you have to be totally focused. Remember, he's been filming the movie for 2 years, driving Formula One for 2 years, so he certainly has experience now with Formula One. Say what you want to say about Brad Pitt. Now he has the experience. But he says when you get to that breaking point, to slow down, like he says, like the air out of your lungs gets sucked out. It's a very scary feeling. But you got to learn to control it. You got to learn to maintain it, to manage it. It's like managing the fear. It's just you have to focus on other things. Driving Formula One is not easy. It's a very, you have to be in good physical shape. You got to control your breathing, also mentally, not just physically. Yes, physically you have to be ready, physically, but also mentally. Even Lewis Hamilton, now he's in Ferrari team. Even Lewis Hamilton talked about it when they were making the movie. He's been in Formula One for a long time now. And he talked about his experience when he was with the Mercedes and now switching to Ferrari. It might be exciting for you to watch it from the camera pod on a television, but when you're actually there in that Formula One, you feel that downforce. It's a whole different ball game. So it's true. I mean, with everything in life, unless you haven't experienced it, you don't know. I remember people always ask me, what's it like to be in a war? Because I've been in the Bosnian War for 4 years. 4 years. 92, 93, 94, 95. 4 years of war. And people always ask me, well, what's it like, that experience? To be in a war. And I always try to tell people, you have to experience it for yourself. I can talk about it for days. I can write books about it. I can do podcasts about it. It's still not going to do itself a justice. Everything in life is experience. If you haven't experienced something, then you don't know. Honestly, you don't know. Life, it's about experiences. And I think that's what Brad Pitt realized as an actor. It was like, holy shit, man. Because, he was kind of a casual Formula One guy. He was watching it. But, man, he didn't realize, like, whoa, holy shit, man. This is really, like, something else. Even in NASCAR, you're going in those circles for a long period of time. You have to stay focused. Dale Earnhardt Jr. talked about this. Jeff Gordon talked about, like, you have to stay constantly focused when you're on a Daytona 500 or Talladega, right? You have to always, like, stay focused, because if you just slip for a little bit and your mind goes slipping somewhere else, that's it. You make that one mistake, it's over. So, speaking of NASCAR, that's the next movie that Tom Cruise is working on, Days of Thunder 2. And that's one of the main reasons he didn't want to do Formula One. He gave it to Brad Pitt. He was very kind enough. Hey, Brad, you can have Formula? No, it's true. That's really what happened. He told Brad, hey, Brad, because they worked together, Interview with the Vampire. They're kind of friends. Tom told Brad, hey, you can have Formula One with Jerry Bruckheimer, work with Joseph Kosinski, and then after that, I'll work on Days of Thunder NASCAR. So the next movie that Tom is making is Days of Thunder NASCAR. So that's why he gave that to Brad Pitt. And it was a good call. It was really a good call, because Brad did a good job. He really did a good job. And you will see it. When you see the movie, you'll see. It was good. He was professional. He was very professional, like, when he was driving these formulas. So the next movie after this is Days of Thunder, and after Days of Thunder sequel, which will be filmed, of course, in Daytona here in Florida. Then after that, Top Gun Maverick 3. And they're working on a Top Gun Maverick 3. So that's basically what's going on right now. He finished Mission Impossible. He's done with Mission Impossible. He's doing Days of Thunder sequel, and after Days of Thunder, Top Gun Maverick 3. All right. So, anyway, go see the movie, Formula One. Hey, listen, this is all because of Tom Cruise, man. Say what you want to say. Tom Cruise is saving cinema. Man, he's bringing us some good movies. Instead of all these superhero Marvel movies. I mean, say what you want to say about the guy. He really cares about... You know, he doesn't need the money. You know, the guy has the money. You know that, right? He's loaded. He's got the money. He's not doing it for the money, dude. He doesn't need to do this. He doesn't need to risk himself doing these stunts and all that. He has the money. He doesn't need the money. He's doing it because he loves cinema. And it's so true. You know, the only way to experience movies, it's in a big screen. It's in a movie theater in a big screen. And it's so true, dude. Watching movies at home, there's too many distractions. Too many distractions. You got, you know, your wife's calling you, your girlfriend's bothering you, or people calling you on the phone, or, you know, there's always something going on. You know, so there's too many distractions, and you really can't enjoy the movie. When you're in a movie theater, it's just you and that screen, and, you know, all the people around you experiencing, you know, you're feeling that energy from other people around you, and it's like it's a very like energetic experience, and you never forget it. So what Tom is doing, he's trying to save the cinema, dude, and I think he's doing a great job. And he will continue to save it, you know, with Formula One, and because he did, you know, kind of pitch the whole idea to Jerry Bruckheimer and Joseph Kosinski. Hey, let's do Formula One. Let's bring the Brad Pitt, and then let's do Days of Thunder, and after Days of Thunder sequel, let's do Top Gun Maverick 3. So he's really pushing these movies. You know, he's also making a deal with Warner Brothers to do Live, Die, Repeat sequel. You know, Live, Die, and Repeat. Remember that movie, Live, Die, Repeat? When he's fighting those aliens, you know, with Emily Blunt, you know, Live, Die, and Repeat. So he's also going to be working on that as well. So, hey man, Tom Cruise, God bless him, dude. He's keeping the cinema alive. Look, I just want to say this. I have no problem with, you know, these Marvel movies, these Star Wars movies. You know, it's fine. But I feel there's too many CGI superhero movies these days. And those CGI scenes, even the Superman, you know it's a CGI. You're like, oh man, this is green screen, blue screen. You know, you want to be excited about the Superman, but when you see the way the movie is filmed, you can tell the entire thing was filmed on a giant arena of a blue screen. I'm talking about a James Gunn movie. Okay? And I don't mean to spend too much time on movies. The only reason I'm bringing up the movies is because of F1, the movie's coming out tomorrow. Friday, the 27th, June. I'm simply saying, I think people are getting tired of CGI movies. Even this Jurassic Park movie with Scarlett Johansson. Now, if you're a fan of Scarlett Johansson, which I am, you want to see her, of course. You want to see her running around, bouncing her titties, you know. Which I'm sure she will. Sorry, Scarlett. And it's directed by Gareth Edwards. I like Gareth. Gareth Edwards directed Godzilla. I'm sure that it will be a fun movie. Jurassic World Rebirth. it'll be a popcorn movie, but the CGI, it's still CGI. You know, I was watching Jaws the other day. And remember, Jaws was filmed in 1975. There was no special when Steven Spielberg was making Jaws with Roy Scheider and all these other actors. You know what I mean? There was no CGI. They had to go on a real boat in Martha Vineyard in Massachusetts. They had to go there. They had to go on the sea, on the ocean, and they had to use this mechanical shark. So everything was practical. And, you know, these movies that were filmed practical, even after all these years, man, they still look great. How old is the Jaws? 50 years now, 1975. Right? 50 years. And even after 50 years, that Spielberg movie still holds up with Jaws. So what I'm trying to say, look, I can watch anything. I can watch any movie. I can watch this Superman from James Gunn. I'll watch it, fine. I'll watch Jurassic World Rebirth. But it's not going to be scary because it's a CGI. I know this is a CGI, computer generated, dinosaur. It's just not the same, dude. You know. But anyway, I like these practical movies. And F1 is practical because it's all done for real. I just like practical stuff, man. I really do. I think you should only use CGI where it's needed. Well, how do you do that with a Jurassic? Well, you can do it. You know, Spielberg did that. Like that T-Rex, Stan Winston created a T-Rex. So there were some scenes where it was real, the animatronics, yeah, moving it around. And then there was parts where he added CGI where it was needed. So I think you have to find a balance. When it's too much CGI, then my brain is letting me know it's this whole thing, it's blue screen. Like, it has to be balanced. Only use CGI where it's needed. Don't just cramp up all that. That's the problem I see with this new Superman from James Gunn. Everything CGI. Is there anything practical? Can you do anything practical, dude? Is it really? Is it possible for you to go outside the giant hangar that you're filming, this blue screen, giant hangar, blue screen? Can you go outside the hangar of the blue screen and do something practical, you know? Anyway, I don't want to talk about the movies too much, but I just feel that I think what I like about Tom Cruise, is that he likes to be more practical. Christopher Nolan also likes to be more practical, and I think that's great. You know, to see that Tom Cruise and Christopher and Joseph Kosinski also, they like to be more practical, and you'll see that tomorrow. Ain't no CGI on this movie, okay? There ain't no CGI. What you see is what you get. Okay? That's what Jerry Bruckheimer said as well. It's a Jerry Bruckheimer production. Famous producer. Jesus. Jerry Bruckheimer, oh my God, dude. His partner, Don Simpson, he passed away. Don Simpson, Jerry Bruckheimer. Jesus Christ, the movies that they produced. Woo! Oh, God. Jesus. I don't think Hollywood would be a Hollywood without Jerry Bruckheimer and Don Simpson. But anyway, we're not here to talk about the movies. Let's continue. You know, I love movies. I watch movies. And of course, besides video games, I love movies, of course. You know, who doesn't? You know, who doesn't? Like, there's three things I love. Video games, movies, and music. And I cannot live without those three. The life simply would be depressing without those three. Anyway, let's go ahead. Let's continue. you want to become a star, pop star. Yeah, you can do it, man. Just go to the audition. Actually, there's plenty of website you can go apply, and they're looking for actors to audition. But it doesn't mean that you're gonna be picked. But keep trying, dude. You know, I thought about doing that shit, man. People told me, why don't you audition? And, you know, people are right. Maybe I should audition. But I think I'm too old, man, to be auditioning right now, man. Yeah, I mean, I should have done that when I was younger, you know. Yeah, man, if you want to be an actor, star, go to the auditions, bro. There's always auditions out there. Keep trying. Just find out in your local area, in your city, where the auditions are. Go there and, you know, you never know, dude. You might get picked up for another movie. Big movie. Be like a supporting actor, and that's all it takes, dude. You get a supporting actor role, and that's it. And then from there on, you know, you keep moving. But just remember, when you become a movie star, forget about your privacy, dude. You can't just walk outside, walk around. You can't just go wherever you want to go because, you know, people are going to be bothering you. Paparazzi will be following you. You will be bothered constantly. Are you ready for that kind of pressure, right? You know, you can't just walk around like anywhere you want to walk around because you will be bothered constantly. People will be approaching you, asking you questions, bothering you, asking you for autograph. They're going to be like a pack of wolves. So you forget about your privacy, dude. So you have to think about it. Is it really worth it? Do you want to sacrifice your privacy? Because you're not going to have any privacy, dude. Because remember, you're not going to be low profile anymore. You're high profile. So wherever you go, well, they know who you are. And they will be following you. Paparazzis everywhere you go. All right, let's continue. All right, it's Cali, California. Cali Mayor. Now, you're probably asking, why is her name Mayor? Because from his previous marriage, okay? So he has two different marriages. Cali Mayor, it's his daughter from his previous marriage. Okay. That's why he doesn't say Butler. Devin Butler, it's from his current marriage. He has a son from his current marriage, but this is Cali Mayor from his previous marriage. So this is why you need to play Breaking Point Season 1, Breaking Point Season 2, Breaking Point Season 3 to understand the story, you know. Yes, I want to play as Callie, dude. She's cool. She's pretty cool. Emilia Romagna Grand Prix mid-race. Let's go, Callie Mayer. Come on, eh? Emilia Romagna Grand Prix.
What a terrific battle this is. Down the main straight at Imola. Connor Sport against Red Bull. Verstappen against Mayer. And there's contact. Into the gravel goes Mayer. Verstappen races on.
It was always going to be close going into that corner. Tough to go around the outside. Verstappen was so hard, though. So aggressive, as we often see.
Verstappen, how dare you? How dare you, Verstappen?
Everything okay, Callie?
Where was I supposed to go there?
I know. We'll talk about it later. Right now, let's get your head down, because it looks like you've escaped unscathed.
Copy, I'm on it.
Oh. I might have to actually turn off the ray tracing. Remember guys, this is native 4K. I'm giving you this in native 4K. Hold on. Hold on a second, guys. Let's keep it on high. Okay? Let's just keep it on high. Let's turn off the ray tracing is just drinking. Can I be honest with you guys? I'm not really that... Okay. Ray tracing works well on, like, adventure games where you are looking around, checking things out, right? Like Silent Hill or one of those adventure games where you get to look at the nature and things like that, and buildings, reflection on the buildings. But in a Formula One, you just don't have... Everything's so fast. You don't have time to be checking out the reflection. So I would say just turn it off, keep it on high. And you'll see it's much better now. You know what I'm saying? Because you're going so fast, you just don't have time to be looking at all that details, you know, like reflection details. Oh yeah, much better now.
And gap to the car in front, 1.8 seconds. Nice work, mate. That brings you up a place.
I have to be at a 5th place. I'm currently in a 7th. I have to try this on the ultra widescreen. On ultra widescreen, man, this game is just with a really good racing wheel. I have a Logitech G29, and I also have a 15-inch ultra wide with a 15-inch 32:9 ultra wide. This just looks phenomenal. Once I passed Verstappen, I'm at 5th place. Come on, Verstappen.
Yes, Yes, mate, we hit the target.
That's
Nice
right.
work.
No! Damn it, Verstappen. Nice job. 4th place. Nice overtake. 3rd place. Come on. Yes! 2nd place. Oh my god, can we do a 1st place? Oh my god!
Okay, you just started the final lap of the race. Final lap.
Oh my god, where'd it go, Kelly? Way to go, Kelly.
Oh, you worked hard for that one. Congratulations. Well done.
Hell yeah.
Yes!
Way to go, Kelly.
Gotta say, it's been another good day for Connor Sport today. A string of positive performances recently has seen them establish themselves well and truly ahead of the midfield.
Yeah, they're in the top 3 now, Crofty. A great season so far, and I've been really impressed with both Mayer and Jackson.
I don't think you're the only one there, Ants. We'll be watching their season with interest. Well, Connor Sport are on top form once again after an excellent race weekend. It's great to see them up on that podium once again.
Pop that champagne. Let's go.
Callie, quite a fierce battle with Max out there today. How did you find going up against him in a situation like that?
I'm going to say he's the best, but I want to be modest. He's the best. It's always going to be a challenge.
Look, Max has been world champion for the last 3 seasons, and he's looking like he'll make it a 4th. He's the best in the world right now. What more can you say? I mean, you don't really get the edge on Max very often, so I am pleased I was able to survive that scrape and come through like I did.
You're now 3rd in the Constructors. That's the best performance we've ever seen from Connor Sport. So what do you put it down to?
The team. It's really the team. It's all about the team. It's not just one man. It's the team, you know. The team made sure that the formula is working properly, that there's no issues. So the team.
Yeah, I attribute it to the team as a whole. Everyone talks about the drivers, but it's really good to remember that we're all in this together. The engineers, the mechanics, strategists.
Exactly.
Every single person at Connor Sport is giving it their all, working harder than ever, and I think the results are starting to show that.
So do you feel like you're sending a message to the rest of the grid with these kinds of results?
I'm not here sending a message. Yeah, I want to be modest. I don't want to be egoistic, you know. Oh, you know, yeah, of course we're competing. It's a competitive sport. But at the same time, I want to be modest. I'm just here to race, man. I love racing, and that's it. The hell with the message.
No, I've got absolutely no interest in sending a message. I care about working hard, bringing in the points, keeping the team competitive, and delivering the kinds of results I know I'm capable of. I'm here to race, and that's all there is to it.
Exactly.
Other people might interpret that as like sending a message, but honestly, that couldn't be farther from my mind.
Well, thank you for chatting with us. Great to have your time.
I think that was a good press conference. It went really well.
Beautiful, beautiful. Yes. Hey, Dad. Just congratulating the guys on a job well done.
There was no time for that. We all did well. How are preparations coming on for Monaco?
I'm sure everything's in hand.
Listen, Evan, we don't have time to rest on our laurels. I want the race data analysed and full diagnostic reports on Casper's desk before we begin packing down. Listen, you've dropped the ball on this one. You cannot take your foot off the gas, not when Connor Sport is this close to success. I expect you to take charge. Show the team what a leader is.
Yeah, well, it's a bit difficult, that, Dad. I'm team liaison. Basically, I pass notes between departments. Not exactly leadership material, is it?
Devon, you have got to focus on the bigger picture. Casper.
Davidoff. Devin, can you give us a minute? Just need to talk to your father.
Yeah, sure thing, boss. I'll just go and liaise, yeah?
Davidoff, why so full on?
Just trying to motivate him, is all. He needs to stay focused.
I'm talking about the team. They've just had a fantastic result, and you're... Just give them some space to simmer down, to celebrate.
Exactly.
Of course. You're right. But we cannot lose momentum now, Casper. Everything must be in its place.
What are you planning?
What do you mean?
I've seen that face before. I mean, whatever it is, just keep me informed. I don't want any nasty surprises.
I'm just looking out for my family, that's all.
Okay.
He's such an asshole. Dude, they just won. They just won. And your daughter just won, and he's just being a dick for no reason, dude. Because he only cares about himself, and that's the thing, man. He's a narcissistic father, you know, he only cares about his reputation, his name, the Butler team. You know, such a narcissist. Callie shines in the Imola thriller. Who's calling? Who's calling? Oh, her father's calling. Oh, great. Oh, no, Davidov, is it?
Hi.
Callie, sorry to miss the debrief. What a race.
Yeah, thanks.
Listen, let me take you out for dinner to congratulate.
What? One of you and Aiden's little soirees? No, thank you.
Hey, don't be like that, California. You're always welcome. I always invite you and you always say no.
You invited me once in Monaco when I found out you were going without me.
That was just a misunderstanding.
In fact, I think it was Aiden who invited me.
I'm not getting into this. Look, are you coming or not?
Dad, I'm sure you mean well, but the last time we tolerated each other long enough to eat a meal, you spent the whole evening telling me to sit up straight. I could do without the stress. I just want to relax. I just want to enjoy my evening without feeling you're judging me all night.
Exactly. Exactly.
Sure
breathing down my neck with your judgment. Yeah, he's such a sleazebag. You know, he's such a manipulator, you know. Oh, who's calling me now? Oh, it's the mother, Evelyn Mayer.
Mum. She answers. I finally got through. Congratulations, Cal. What a race that was.
Yeah, thanks. You'll never guess. Dad invited me to dinner to congratulate me.
Well, I'm sure that'll be fun.
Yeah, I politely declined.
Oh, and I'm sure that didn't annoy him at all.
Everything I do annoys him.
Oh, just ignore him, Cal. He's an old man trying to clear his guilty conscience.
Hard to ignore him. I work for him now.
Oh, that's true, but you just do you. You don't owe him anything.
Thanks, Mum. I should go.
Absolutely. Congrats again. Bye.
So this is the news where you read like what has happened in the previous racing events as you progress throughout the story. You can look at the headline news, right? Pretty cool. And you got the email, the social. Rosa Anna Tennant. What a performance from Kelly Mayer. Battling Verstappen and finishing in first, my driver of today. Well, there you go. There you go. Corner sport to upset some big names this season. I can feel it. Who had Mayer coming out on top over Max, even after coming off worse during their little tangle at turn 2? That's right, no one. It's kind of cool to read these social media comments. Callie has arrived, first place. Are you kidding me? You know, and once you play the season 1 and season 2 of Breaking Point, you will understand. Like, the story a little bit better. You'll understand, who is the good guy, who's the bad guy, who's a sleazebag, etc., etc. So that's why you need to play Formula 1 22 with Breaking Point Season 1, and then Formula 1 23 with Breaking Point Season 2. And then skip Formula 1 24 and jump into Formula 1 25 for Breaking Point Season 3. I'm coordinating with Elisa because there's a bit of an overlap between the team and personal agendas here. But you're definitely in the spotlight after that race. Let's make most of it. Oh, and congratulations. Elisa, I'll be down at the Hospitality in 10 minutes. Let's chat. Engineer, engine supplier. Great work out there today. First really shows the other team what we can do, and you and I both know there's still more potential in this car. We just need a bit of time to crack it. Considering it still early in the season, we're in a great position. Regarding the car, I forgot to mention earlier that we are working with engine supplier to further improve the reliability ahead of Baku. I can go over the details in a debrief if that's helpful. I look forward to your insight from today's race. That's her brother, Devin Butler. Not bad. What do you expect the brother to say? All right, let's go. Austrian Grand Prix. Holy shit, 11 laps remaining.
Excellent start, Aiden. Now's our time to push. Come on.
Copy that.
Now we're playing as Aiden. I just want to emphasize a couple of things. You play as many different characters. You play different drivers from the corner sport. Okay, so remember, that's what you do in this game. It's not just like you playing as Kelly. You play as all of these drivers. Sometimes you play as Kelly, sometimes you play as Aiden, and sometimes you might play as Devin, if he's racing. So that's it. You're controlling the decisions being made on the corner sport because you're representing your team. Is what you're doing.
good job. That was the fastest lap of the race so far.
Laps out there at the Red Bull ring today, especially from our race leader Aiden Jackson.
And his teammate Mayo's making up ground out there as we speak.
An impressive overtake on the cards. Is it? Is it? Yes, it is. Mayo moves another place closer
Nice.
to her teammate in first.
Nice.
Aiden's in first?
Copy that. Aiden is in first.
Hell yeah.
Can I catch him?
Let's go and find out, mate. Come on.
I can catch him.
We need to keep up with Aiden.
The gap is 15 seconds plus. Okay, mate, you're 4 places down on Aiden. 12 seconds separate you. Okay, gap ahead, 2.2 seconds.
I'm almost there.
That was the fastest lap of the race. Keep this up. Well done.
Oh! Wow.
Gap to the car ahead is around 2 seconds.
You got this. Come on, Kelly. You got it. You got it. Come on. Now we just gotta overtake Jackson.
Aiden is directly ahead of you now. The gap's 5 seconds now.
I see him.
There are 4 seconds between you.
There he is. There he is. I see him.
And the gap is just 1 second now.
Aiden. This is Kelly. Kelly Mayer. I'm going to win. Huh? 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 What you say about that? He's right on my tail. All right, 3 more laps to go. Hold on. Nah, just keep it at high. Guys, the best thing to do if you want the best performance, especially if you're going to be running at a native 4K, keep it at high. It looks pretty good at high. Yes, you're losing the ray tracing, sure. But I would rather get a nice resolution with native 4K with a high detail quality than to be getting something, you know, with a low performance frames per second. Now, if you are on a ultra wide screen, 3840 by 1080, then you can crank up, you know, but even on the 3840 by 1080, 32 by 9 ultra wide, I would still recommend to keep it on high. So if you guys want my advice, keep it on high settings. That's my advice. Keep it on high. Okay? All right, couple of more laps. Are we good? right, one more lap. All right, one more lap. Way to go.
Okay, this is your final lap.
Way to go, Kelly. Oh, one more thing. Don't forget, guys. With the PC version, you got a lot of options. Not only do you have, the ability to use all of these ray tracings and path tracing, if you have a 5090, that is, if you have a powerful PC, but also the ultra wide screen is to me one of the main reasons why you want to go with the PC version. You get a 32:9 ratio ultra wide screen, a 50-inch. If you have an ultra wide screen, PC version is a must. I have an ultra wide screen 50-inch with a Logitech G29 racing wheel. I will make a video. I will show you. It's a whole different ball game of realism. And if you put some really good speakers with a subwoofer, oh, forget it. And then you also have options of MetaQuest 3. You can use a VR headset. I have a MetaQuest 3. I can also use a VR headset on top of that. So the PC version is the way to go, in my opinion. Now, if you have a PS5 Pro and you don't mind spending $70 or 70 quids, right, or 80 Canadian, because remember, in Canada, it's much higher. Then go ahead and do that. Another cool thing about the PC version, it's cross-platform. So that means I can play with you guys on the PlayStation version and Xbox version. And of course the PC version as well. So the multiplayer, it's cross-platform, which is great. There is a voice chat, so, I can talk to you guys through voice chat while we are doing a multiplayer. I would say F125 is probably the best Formula One right now game. As of this live stream, as of this date, June 26, 2025. Now, we'll see next year, the year after that. We'll see what they do. But right now, currently, if you're watching this video a year from now or a few months from now, at the moment, as of this live stream, June 26th, 2025, this is, at the moment, the best Formula One game, period. I mean, if there's something better, let me know. But I don't think so. Wow, what a good way to win, huh, Kelly? Kelly Mayer. Woohoo! Woohoo! Holy shit, Kelly Mayer. Holy shit.
In
Way
a
to go.
league of their own today, and what a day for Connor Sport.
It really is, Crofty. There'll be people out there wondering when was this team going to slip up, but so far they haven't. It's been a great performance from both of their
What's up,
drivers.
Shuki? How you doing, man?
Performance puts them in second place in the Constructors' Championship. Within
I highly
striking
recommend, man,
distance of Red
Shuki,
Bull. Can they top the
for you to
table?
sign up for
Performances
EA
like
Play
that,
Pro.
I'd say they
It's only $16.99. It's worth it, man. It's
After an excellent performance at the Grand Prix, I'm sure there'll
the
be plenty
features
of
that are
celebrations
available
tonight
in
amongst that Connor Sport
F125
team,
are
and they
top
certainly
notch,
deserve
man.
it.
The multiplayer, it's cross-platform, which is a big bonus that it's cross-platform. You have an ultra-wide screen. I mean, what I'm trying to say is definitely worth the price of the admission. $16.99. Definitely worth the price of the admission, brother. You certainly need to check it out. Or at least, the very least, check it out. But I can tell you, it's good. Especially for
Kelly, congratulations on first place today. How do you feel?
especially for you and I, because you and I, we have ultra widescreen. I've seen your setup. I know what kind of badass ultra widescreen setup you have, and powerful PC you have. So for you, my friend, this is no brainer. I mean, for both me and you, the PC version is the no brainer. I mean, you want to take the advantage of that ultra wide and the racing wheel. And you know, you will just benefit. You will benefit from that field of view with the ultra wide screen. You're just going to benefit big time. And this goes for anybody out there who has a PC. You're just going to benefit with an ultra wide. You know, like Cammy, he told me, my friend Cammy D, ever since he got the ultra wide screen, he never looked back, man. He's like, shit, you know, with the ultra wide. Like, it's just, especially for racing games, you know, yes, you can use it for playing, you know, variety of different types of games. Of course, you can use it for Battlefield, Call of Duty, but for racing and flying simulators, I mean, ultra wide, it's certainly the best way to go. And don't forget, you also have a VR. If you have MetaQuest, I have a MetaQuest. You have a MetaQuest. You put on that VR headset, so you can switch between a VR or ultra wide. So there's a lot of options here. You got a multiplayer. You got a Breaking Point. You got Formula One, the movie. Dude, you got a lot of options here. I mean, this thing, it's packed. F125, it's packed with a lot of features. There's a career mode and an amazing career mode, which I will cover after I finish the Breaking Point Season 3. So, absolutely, man, PC version, hands down, you know, without a doubt. If you have a powerful PC to handle it, you know, if you got a 5090, I mean, Jesus Christ. But even if you don't have a 5090, if you only have 4080, and you got an ultra-wide screen with a Logitech racing wheel, I mean, this is no-brainer, you know. Absolutely, you want to go with the PC. So that's what I recommend. All right, let me answer these questions. Congratulations on the first place today. How do you feel? I'm going to be modest. I didn't expect it. But sometimes it just all comes together for you.
I've got to admit, I'm a little surprised. We've been hugely competitive this season, but today we really managed to up our level. I think it might be the highest level we've competed at so far this season, and I didn't expect to be standing here in first place at the start of the race, especially after qualifying. Sometimes it just all comes together for you, and today was one of those days.
You had to go through your teammate to secure victory today, so come on, what was it like taking on Aiden out there?
Well, it's no different than anybody else. You know, it's just a sport. Whether it's my teammate or someone else, doesn't matter. It's a sport. If there's an advantage that I can take to be on the first spot, I'll take it, you know.
Yeah, I mean, there's honestly no difference to me. We were following the same strategy, so there were no orders from the team, and that means anything's fair game. If the team give me the green light, then I'm just going to go for it, no matter who the competition is. The goal is to lap as fast as you can, and, you know, battling Aiden out there doesn't change that.
Well, today has moved Connor Sport up to second in the table for the first time ever. But can you sustain this level throughout the rest of the season?
Well, I'm just going to be optimistic. We're doing everything we can to improve further.
Yeah, we're not just going to sustain this level. The goal is to improve it. We've worked too hard to get here just to let it slip now. We're not going to reach second place and be content. We've got to capitalise on this momentum and keep pushing and aim for the top. And honestly, I think days like today show that we've got what it takes to get there.
That's great, thank you.
So, you know, Austrian Grand Prix. It's a long season, you know.
Thank you for staying behind. Connor Sport's flying this season, flying. We're one place behind Red Bull. But it's a long season. I won't be around for a race or two. I have a bit of business I can't avoid. So I thought we'd get together and make sure that you understand what I expect from you in my absence.
Well, you said it yourself. We're flying, right? So we just keep doing what we're doing.
No. Look, if we're to catch Red Bull, take Connor Sport to the next level, each of you is going to have to step it up.
Oh, what do you mean?
Devon, you need to take charge more. You're a butler, a man of action. You need to start acting like one.
What's Casper said about that?
Callie, in my absence, follow Devon's lead. No arguments.
Finally.
Casper will be calling the shots, as usual. But Devon speaks for me. Is that clear?
Sure. No problem.
So, when we reach the top of the table, Connor Sport will no longer be the hunter, but the hunted, and every team will be gunning for you. So, Aiden, if there are any disagreements anywhere in the team, don't be afraid to step in. Casper is going to be coming under increasing stress over the next few races. I need to make sure there's someone there with a cool head, able to smooth things over. And to keep half an eye on these two. Now, does everyone understand what I want them to do? Have I made myself clear?
Crystal. Of course.
Sure.
Good. I think we're done here. Remember what I said? You can close the door on your way out.
Wow. What a prick, dude. What a prick. Like, dude, we're winning. We're on the top. And he's just being a dick for no reason. I don't even know what he wants us to do. Like, you should be happy, dude, that we're winning. Like, I don't understand him at all. I think he's just being an asshole for the sake of being an asshole. You know, that's it. He's just an asshole for the sake of being an asshole. Even if he won a lottery ticket, he would still be an asshole. You know, once an asshole, always an asshole. It is what it is, man. Assholes never change. They stay the same. Corner Sport and Hot Pursuit. Impressive run. Okay, who's calling me now? Oh, Evelyn's mom. I mean, Kelly's mom. All right, I'll pick it up.
Mum. Congratulations, Cal. I was screaming at my TV.
All nice things, I hope.
You are the best driver on the grid right now. There, I've said it.
Thanks, Mum. How's everything?
Oh, well, funny you should ask. I've just had a call from your father.
You answered?
I suppose I was curious.
What did he want?
Well, he called to talk about you. Isn't she doing well? That kind of thing.
Okay.
What a manipulator, right?
And then
Oh my
he
God.
wished me well.
Right.
And he said he had to take another call, and he went.
Weird.
Has he mentioned me at all?
I mean, we don't really talk.
No,
Mention
no,
you.
no. Of course you don't. Sorry. Suppose not. Anyway, darling, well done again. I'll let you go, sweetie.
Bye, Mum.
All right, now some of you are probably wondering, and I'll explain a couple of things. All right, here comes Casper.
Hey, Casper.
Hey, great job today. Top class driving.
Thanks. The car felt great. Nice work.
Cheers, yeah. Listen, just something to put in front of you. We're going to be doing a marketing campaign soon for a watch brand. Just gonna be filming a day with you, Devin, Davidoff, and...
Absolutely no chance.
Cal.
Come on, Casper. It'll be weird. I mean, you know I don't fit the Butler name. I don't even use the Butler name. Honestly, terrible idea.
It's not coming from me. Davidoff was very insistent. And Kelly, we need the money.
Right. So, this is one of those where you're asking me nicely, but really, I haven't got a say.
Yeah.
Okay. Sign me up.
Okay, thanks, Cal. Appreciate it.
I'm gonna go now, before you ask me to do a dance or something.
Oh, no one wants that. See you dance. Bye.
Bye.
I wouldn't mind seeing Kelly dance. I want to explain a couple of things. I know some of you are probably wondering, but this is F1 25, Formula 1 2025. Well, here's the thing. The story season of Breaking Point ended on 2023. Get it? The breaking point was in 2022, season 1, and then in 2023, season 2. Now, this is season 3, which take place after 2023 into season 2024. So that's why you're seeing June 30th, 2024. Because remember, last year, they didn't have breaking point. They skipped on breaking point. So now they're bringing it back. So it has to make sense. They finished the season in 2023 on season 2, and now here they're coming back with season 3, and it has to continue with 2024. Otherwise, it wouldn't make sense. People would say, well, what happened to the 2024? They just skipped to 2024? So that's why you're seeing 2024. Because the breaking point, it's only available in Formula 1 2022, Formula 1 2023. They did not have a breaking point in Formula 1 2024. So now they're coming back in F1 25. So the season continues where it left off from season 2. And season 2 left with winning a 2023 championship. Now we're in a season 2023 with 2024. So that's why you see 2024. Because I don't want you guys to get confused. Yeah. In case you're wondering, because I know someone probably will say, well, why does it say 2024? So now you know. Because it has to make sense. Like, the story has to continue where it left off. And it left off in 2023. So it has to continue now in 2024. The next breaking point is going to be 2025. You see? Okay, so. Maximi, you can keep Verstappen and Norris. It's Mayer and Jackson that are the two best drivers in the grid right now. You know I'm right. Damn right. You're right, Maximi. Jess says, riding high of her victory today, Mayer's post-race comments show how much confidence she has. Not only in her own driving, but the entirety of the Kona Sport team. Inspiring stuff. Tommy T999. So glad Kona Sport Brass allowed their drivers to race each other out there today. Makes for much better racing. Shit, man, I can't even talk because I'm sick. But I do my best to talk, you know. Natalie Pinkham. Mayer caps off dream weekend with the fastest lap as well. Truly a sublime performance from the Brit. All good. Outstanding team effort. Outstanding team effort. He's such a bullshitter. When we had a meeting, he was telling us, you guys gotta work harder, and now he's saying, oh, this is a sign of a narcissist, dude. Her father, Davidov Butler, it's gotta be like the ultimate narcissist, dude. Like, this guy only cares about himself, man. Like, he just sees himself. Like, he sees nothing else but himself. There's no one else out there but himself. Casper, impressive drive. Casper's a great guy. Impressive drive. The team's in really high spirits right now, and your contributions are a big part of that. Congratulations, Callie. And thank you. I caught the tail end of your post-race interview as well, and you're right. This is the only beginning. We're capable of so much more. Ben Hicks. Who the hell is Ben Hicks? Come on, what? Performance. Needless to say, my phone has not stopped ringing since you crossed the finish line. Interview and press requests coming in left and right. We are going to have to manage your schedule carefully, but there will be some great opportunities to get your face out there and keep you driving like this. It's going to be a busy week next week. You only have yourself to blame. We'll call later to discuss some schedule changes that the Casper has green light. He's one of those journalists from Motorsport. We are in the Belgian Grand Prix. There might be some rain. We might see some rain. Wet surfaces.
Could you take a look at this, please?
By the way, this is in 4K, native 4K, high settings. Also streaming in native 4K as well. If your internet can handle it. Okay, as a senior member of the Aero team, Sarah Fratello, it's showing exceptional progress and has been making some noises about deserved promotion. We could choose to promote her, which should satiate her, and it could lead to good. Yeah, let's promote her. Sure. I want to promote Kelly. Kelly all the way, man. All right, all right, all right. The force behind Cornersport Rise, the legacy of Davidov Butler. Yeah, he's taking all the credit, of course.
Davidoff.
Casper, we will push for the title, won't we?
I mean, we're already pushing. A good result today and we could be right behind Red Bull, or even beating them.
Can you guarantee that for me? Can you guarantee that we'll beat Red Bull?
Guarantee. This guy, man.
Guarantee that we will try. But we will do everything we can, every effort, you know this.
We can do it, Casper. I know we can.
Davidoff, is there something I can help you with? Are you okay?
No, I have other business to attend to. Ciao.
What a narcissistic asshole. Can you guarantee? What a prick. Guarantees. There's no guarantees, man. We don't have a crystal ball. We do the best we can. We train. You know, we work together and do the best we can, but there's no guarantees. Jesus. Okay, Devin said something. The drivers have been slacking off a bit after their recent success. In our day, driver had to be disciplined. You know, I'm going to recommend some changes to their schedule to keep them on the ball. I don't want those two getting distracted by the bright lights now. Corner Sport are in the spotlight. Linda Clifton, watch shoot. Hey Casper, just an update on the Eichenberger shoot. Everything went well on the day. Callie actually had a decent time in the end, and happily Davidov didn't bite anyone's head off. Actually seemed a bit quiet, if anything. All right, let's go to race.
Hey, we need your input on this one.
All right, Davidov has been talking with some selected members of the press ahead of the race this weekend. He was quite bullish about the Corner Sport performance in the here in Spa. He went into great detail about how we would set fastest lap, blah blah blah, that we would dominate in the later stage of the race. Looks like it might be a new motivational tactic to light fire under the team. Disagreeing with the statement. Outright will appear weak, but we should probably focus on one aspect and hope the press forget the rest. You're being asked to comment directly. How would you like to respond? Strong finish. Let's just go with a strong finish. You know, there's no guarantees, but hey, we're hoping for a strong finish.
There's an issue with the gearbox. Okay, stand by. I'm assessing it now. Okay, Callie, you are going to have to manage that problem for now, please. Copy? Okay. We're looking into it.
That's not good.
Gap to the car in front, 14.9 seconds.
Somebody's been slacking off. Somebody didn't maintenance this formula properly. Oh shit.
Great work. That's a new fastest lap of the race.
Jesus. Can I even make it with this broken gear shifter? Jesus. I have 4 more laps to go, dude. Jesus.
Right, well done, Callie. Well managed. The issue should now be resolved. Can you please confirm? Please confirm.
Yeah, all good.
She found the space and Maya got the overtake done. Looks like those gearbox issues are truly behind her now, and surely she'll have her sights set on that podium.
And what a fantastic move it was. She's been super impressive out there today.
Okay, mate, you're making good ground here. Let's push.
Copy.
All right, we got 4 laps to go, right? Now the gear shifter has been fixed.
Our gap to first place, 9.7 seconds. Okay, gap to leader, 8.2 seconds. distance to the leader, 6.0 seconds.
Come on, come on. We're almost there. There you go.
Okay, so gap to the leader, 6.0 seconds.
3 more laps. Go, 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 go. Come on. It's time to shine. Overtake Piastri. Come on, come on.
3.3 seconds.
Verstappen, let's go. Come on, Verstappen.
Good job. That was the fastest lap of the race so far.
Oh, by the way, Verstappen has a racing rig.
Okay, gap to leader, 1.8 seconds. Great stuff, mate.
I just want to say this. Verstappen has his own channel. And he has like a really nice racing rig. What I mean by a rig is like a rig, you know. And he plays a lot of Formula as well. Verstappen, yeah. Also, Verstappen is in the movie. Just to let you know. But yeah, he has his own like YouTube channel. He's live streaming a lot. He also plays a lot of iRacing. I'm not a fan of iRacing because iRacing is just too expensive. But he plays a lot of iRacing. But he also plays Formula 1 as well. In case you guys didn't know, like Verstappen, it's on the YouTube and Twitch, you know. So he's streaming. Yeah. And he's also in the movie. Lewis Hamilton is in the movie as well. Yeah. I watched some of his live streams and he's good. I mean, he's really good. Like, as you expect him to be. But he's really good. And he plays not just, you know, Formula 1. He also plays like, you know, Assetto Corsa Competizione. He plays variety of different racing games, but mainly I've seen him play is iRacing. To me, a lot of people have asked me about iRacing. Yes, I played it, but the problem with iRacing is just too expensive. That's my issue. My issue with iRacing is not the realism, it's very realistic. Okay, iRacing is very, very, very realistic. But the problem with iRacing is it's just too expensive. Yes, it's realistic, but it's very expensive.
You hit the target well there. Nice one. There's a long way to go in this race though, so keep your head down.
No! Verstappen. Stop it, Verstappen. You cannot win. Only I can win. All right, couple of more laps and we're good. Couple more laps. We'll be good.
Okay, so we're leading our teammate by 13.1 seconds.
Oh! Oh! Jesus. See what happens when you're not focused? One more lap. Trust me, this is much harder with a racing wheel. But it's a good workout with racing wheel. All right.
Okay, final lap. Let's
Final
go.
lap.
Final lap.
Final lap, let's go. All right, here we go. I got this. All right. Okay.
Yes!
Oh, we did it again. We did it again. Way to go.
Some race from Cali Mayer today, and those points will see Connosport take the top spot in the constructors' standings. And for the first time in the team's short history. Question is, how will Red Bull now respond?
Well, I'm sure they won't take this lying down, but for now, it's Connosport who are the best team of this 2024 season.
You're damn right, we're the best.
So after a magnificent race, we can now see the drivers making their way to the podium.
The best
and what
of
a
the
treat
best.
it is to see Connosport
Forget the
taking
rest.
the top spot.
We are the
That's
best
a
of the
well-earned
best.
victory.
Forget the rest. There's Verstappen. Remember, we are the best of the best. Forget to rest. The best of the best. Forget to rest.
Hey, nice one.
Hey. Thank you. Casper said you were hiding out in here. Where you been? We're on top of the standings.
Shut the door, Cal.
Why the long face, dude? What's going on?
Everything all right?
Yeah, I think you better take a seat.
Well, what is it?
Just sit down. Why don't you ever listen?
All right. What's wrong, Dev?
It's Dad.
What about him? Where is he?
He's dead.
What?
He's dead, Cal.
Come here.
Can't believe it.
How did he die?
You're gonna be okay, Dev. You're gonna be okay.
The sudden death of Cornersport team owner Davidov Butler comes as a shock not only to his family but the sports world as a whole. However, F1 waits for no one as the grid heads to Zandvoort.
A lot of drivers are posting some of their best times, but you know, so are we.
Yeah, they can push all they want. They're not catching us.
One more question about your dad, if that's okay.
Oh no, we've already issued a public statement.
Well, the press release didn't say how you felt personally, so I was just wondering if you'd care to elaborate on that as the family.
We loved him dearly, and we miss him very much.
Yeah, he was a good dad. He was a good man. He
No, he was an
loved
asshole.
his
I mean,
team,
come on.
he loved his sport. You know, and most importantly, he loved.
I can't say
his
I miss him
family.
much.
He was very generous, very supportive.
I can't say I miss
He was
him
a good
much.
dad, right, Kelly?
Yeah, absolutely. Okay, thanks.
Thank you.
I can't say I miss him much.
Not hard, Cal. He just show a little bit of emotion like a normal person. He was a good man who loved his family. Simple.
Did he?
Come on, not this again. Look, what more did you want from him? I mean, I know you two had a rough patch, but you owe him just as much as I do.
Huh. You really believe that?
So who's going to replace him now?
Hey, boss. Got another one for you.
Following Davidov passing, everyone's a bit directionless. And Devon isn't helping. He's interfering with people's work and ramping up pressure on team members' mood. Seems low. The mood seems low. People look tired and gloom, and there's a chatter that a lot of Cornersport staff are applying for jobs at other teams. What would you suggest to improve morale? I'm gonna address the team. I need to address them, let them know. Like, Maximus, Decimus, Meridius. What we do today echoes in eternity. Enough, fine. Let's go along with it. If only to pacify Devon for now, we're going to take PR hit over this. How did he die? How did he die?
Hey, Andreo.
Hey, how's everything? How's Kali?
Well, she insists we stick to the schedule. So, business as usual, I guess. You know, I don't know what else to do.
Do you think she's okay?
No idea. She's difficult to read. Always has been.
Would Devon talk to her?
Haven't asked. You know, they have a strange relationship, those two.
Some things never change, eh? Listen, I'm around. You call me if you need me, yes?
Thanks, Andrea. Hey, Carol.
Hey, so you wanted to chat? What's up?
Yeah, I, just wanted to check that everything's okay with you.
Yeah, I'm fine. I'm all good. Ready to go.
Good. So, look, I'm gonna ask you straight. Are you okay to drive today?
Of course. Why wouldn't I be?
You know what I'm saying.
I'm saying I'm fine. I need to prepare, so I'll get going if that's everything.
See you soon.
See you soon.
So it appears that he has some sort of illness that he was keeping secret to everyone.
Hey, Devon. Just the man I wanted to talk to.
Yeah, you and a million others, mate. Look, I've just seen some dark clouds approaching. Is it gonna rain?
Nah, radar's looking good. No rain expected. Hey, listen, Devon, while I got you, just wanted to check in. See how you're doing.
Well, I don't see what that's got to do with the weather.
Okay, Devon, I'm just going to ask you directly. Are you okay?
You know, Casper, I've just realized I would like to be doing literally anything else right now. So, yeah, ciao.
Oh, don't be a dick, man. Casper's just trying to have sympathy and trying to help you out. Reach out. So here's what I'm guessing. So he was keeping a secret that he had illness, probably some sort of cancer or something, that he was keeping away from everybody. He didn't want people to know that he had a cancer or whatever. And then he died all of a sudden. The funeral of Davidoff Butler, founder of the Butler Global, owner of Formula One outfit, Corner Sport, took place earlier this week in Windsor, UK. Though the service was a private one, a recent statement revealed Davidoff was put to rest in the grounds of Clever Village Chapel. Family, friends, and colleagues gathered to pay their final respects to businessman who leaves behind a team that currently stands top of the table. He was a divisive figure in life. While many looted his vision, others claimed he presided over culture pushing employees too hard, demanding results at any cost. You have to feel for Callie and Devon. It's got to be tough answering questions about their dad. It's always tough. No doubt about it, this weekend will be an emotional one for the Corner Sports team. Well then, let's win, huh? Let's win. Kelly is an elite level athlete. She will bring it no matter what. I know everything's a bit chaotic right now, but I just want to let you know that if you need adjust your schedule or when any meetings push back for any reason, just let me know. Thank you. All right, let's go. So that's it. Davidoff Butler, it's no more. Nine laps remaining. Let's go. Finish the 5th or above. I'll try. I'll do my best. I'll do my best. I'll do my best to finish 5th or the above. Hopefully. How many laps do we have left? We got 8 laps to go. So. Come on, you got this. Focus. I think it all makes sense now why Davidov Butler was so pushy, because he knew he was going to die, but he kept it secret. You know, he didn't want him to worry, but that's why he was so pushy. He wanted him to keep on pushing. You know.
Okay, gap to the car ahead, 5.4 seconds.
What a race this has been from Callie Mayer. Threatening so many times, but she's under pressure here. And she's lost it. Oh no! Lost it at the 3rd turn. Her race is over. And I'd imagine that's a red flag.
It just looks like she ran a bit wider. Here's the replay. Had a snap of oversteer. Wasn't quite able to catch it. And yeah, this is going to be a red flag. There it is.
Oh dear, what a great day it could have been, and the Connosport team watches on from the pit wall. It was all looking so promising.
Is Callie all right? Is she okay? She's absolutely fine, yeah, don't worry. Right, it's all on you now. Let's keep the focus up. We've got a chance to improve our position at this restart. Okay, copy that. Let's try this again. Fresh start, head down.
Copy.
Now this is Aiden.
You need to give that place back, I'm afraid. That was an illegal overtake.
Here we go. Hopefully I can win this. Hopefully I can get to the 1st place. We only got, what, a few more laps to go. You just gotta avoid any mistakes, man. Like a collision and stuff like that.
Good job. Nice overtake.
Come on. All right, 7th place. Good job. 6th place. Way to go. You got this, man. Come on. Fifth place. Way to go, Aiden. Way to go. Go, 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 go. There you go, there you go, there you go. Keep going, keep going.
That was the fastest lap of the race. Keep this up. Well done.
2 more laps. Can you get to the 3rd place? There you go. Third place. There you go. No. 4th place. Can you get to the 3rd place? Come on, man. There you go. Way to go, though. Way to go, though. 3rd place. Come on, come on. We got this. Let's go. 1 more lap to go, man. Come on, Aiden. Come on, bro. There you go. There you go. Come on. Last lap, dude. Come on. Yes! You got him. 1st place, bro. Keep it up, man. Yeah.
Great work. That's a new fastest lap of the race.
I mean, Kelly Mayer, she has a lot of stuff on her mind. So, Aiden win this one for her.
And that's the end of the race. We'll see you in Parc Fermé.
Way to go.
Tough one, that. But good points. Good
Hey,
job.
we're all part of the team. We work as a
Have to
team.
say, this has been a memorable race here at Zandvoort today, and an important race too, as Red Bull reclaimed the top spot in the Constructors' Championship, and Connor Sport drop into second.
Yeah, I mean, Jackson tried his best to salvage some points today, but Connor Sport will be devastated to give away the top spot like that. It's truly been a difficult few weeks for the team.
As you know all too well, Anthony, it can be a punishing sport sometimes, but I'm sure Connor Sport will regroup. Here come our winners now, a thrilling race and a tremendous effort by Ferrari. Their history is well known, so it's no surprise to fans the world over to see them come out on top once again.
Ferrari won.
Aiden, Callie's incident really shook things up out there. How did it affect the race for you today?
It made things interesting, but we got him. Callie's back.
Yeah, it really did shake things up, but look, Callie's an incredible driver. She always drives right to the limit, and you know, her instincts out there today, they are the same instincts that have given us the season so far. So it's been tough for her recently, but the team has her back, I have her back, and we'll all keep pushing together.
Well, Connor Sport dropped back to second place today. How will the team deal with that?
Hey man, second place is a good place to be. What are you talking about? We'll assess what wasn't working today and regroup. We work as a team.
Yeah, we'll do what we always do. We'll debrief and look where we change, where we can improve. It wasn't quite clicking for us out there today, so that means reassessing a few things and figuring out where we've gone wrong. Whether it's strategy or whether it's just a matter of performance, we'll sit down as a team and figure out the best way forward.
Well, it's clearly been a very tough few weeks for you all with the loss of Davidoff Butler. How are you coping?
Let's honor him. Let's just honor him, because, you know, he's the one that gave us this opportunity, this privilege to race. If it wasn't for him and his money and his sponsorship, you know, he wouldn't be here driving. So, you know, he gave us that opportunity, that privilege. So we have to honor him. We have to say it spurred us on to succeed. It spurred us on to succeed for Davidoff Butler.
It's been a tragic loss, but to be honest, I think it spurred us on. The one thing Davidoff wanted more than anything was to see this team succeed. He truly believed in us. He knew what Connor Sport was capable of, and he would have wanted us to keep pushing for that title. So we're doing everything we can to make that a reality for him.
Thank you so much for your time.
Already reeling from the loss of Davidoff Butler, Connor Sport. Corner Sport have race to forget in Zandvoort as Mayer crashes out in dramatic fashion. To make matter worse, the result sees Red Bull leap back to first place in construction standing. Red Bull regained top spot. Time for Mayer to step back. Yes, Casper.
Aiden, thanks for your input in the review.
Yeah, no worries. It was productive. You know, especially considering everything. It's,
yeah.
It's a weird vibe in the garage. Everyone's pretty quiet.
Yeah, can you blame them?
Suppose not. How's Callie?
Yeah, I was gonna ask you the same. She's, well, keeping herself to herself.
Yeah. It must be terrible for her. And Devon. I can't even imagine. I know I'm not part of the family and, you know, I'm just here to drive, but I want to help. Where I can. You know, just let me know what I can do to support them. And you.
Thanks, Aiden. Yeah, I'll bear that in mind.
I mean it. Focus on Devon and Callie for now. I don't need much managing. You can fuss over me later.
Okay. I appreciate that. And sometimes I forget that, you know.
Forget what?
Well, you wouldn't have said that as a rookie. So, I've got some other stuff to deal with, but thanks.
Yeah, anytime. Bye, Casper.
Well, you know, he has evolved. He has became more mature. Like I said, he's got this opportunity with a corner sport, corner sport, and Butler Global. You know, if it wasn't for Davidov Butler and, you know, his money and partnership, he would have never gotten this privilege to drive. You got to remember, someone has to give you the privilege to drive, to be in Formula One. So you know, so he's grateful for that. Let's face it, corner sport, we're dropping to a second regardless. There's only so long they were going to hold off Red Bull. But listen, second place, still a good place. All right, it's not the end of the world. You know, it's not the worst place to be. The second place, you know, is still a good place. But you have to remember, you know, after learning of the passing of Davidov Butler, everything kind of changed. Because it was all of a sudden. You know, it all happened all of a sudden. So they didn't have time to, like, just think about the whole thing, to process the whole thing. Wanted to give you a heads up on the media response following the interview today. It was great to see you support Callie like that. It's so important the whole team unites behind her, and your answer couldn't have been better. That being said, there's also plenty of voices calling for her to take some time off. We'd love for you to avoid getting dragged into that if you can. Just keep it positive like you have been. Oh yeah, of course. Phil Paget, he's the head mechanic. Difficult race for the team today, but just wanted to say thanks for myself and the rest of the garage for salvaging some points and managing the race so well under the circumstances. It's been a topsy-turvy few weeks. We got a fair amount of work ahead of us to repair Callie's car, so I better get back to work instead of typing this email. Good effort today. Thanks. All right, I just realized it's 8 o'clock in the morning. 8 o'clock in 12 minutes a.m., 8 to 12 a.m. in the morning. It's already been 3 hours, almost 3 hours, 2 hours and 53 minutes. This is part one of the story. You know, this first 3 hours is the part one of season 3, Breaking Point. Now, if you really want to understand the Breaking Point story, before I end this live stream, make sure that you start from the beginning. All right, so you need to start with Formula 122. All right, so Formula 122 That's where the breaking point originated, with the first season. So start with the breaking point, Formula 122. And when you finish that season, then start with a breaking point, season 2, with Formula 123. And then jump onto Formula 125. So that way you have a better understanding, like how did Davidov started this company and all these characters, how they came into place. It'll give you a better understanding about the story, you know. And I think once you play it in that order, first season, second season, and then when you jump into a third season with F125, it'll give you a much better perspective. And it's really amazing. Me and Shinobi, we played both of these season 1, season 2, so we have a better understanding on these characters. So for those of you who, I mean, what I'm trying to say is, it's kind of like jumping to a season 3 of a TV show. Don't you want to jump into the season 1? So you have a better understanding on who these characters are, what's going on, right? So, same thing here. Jump into a season 1 first, and then season 2, and then season 3. So you have a better understanding. Oh, what's going on? I gotta tell you, man, it's been pretty hard for me to do this live stream. But I'm a trooper, you know. I came in and did it anyway. It's just hard for me to talk, you know. Please understand, guys, you know. I have a flu, and it's hard for me to talk, you know. I do try to talk a little bit as I can, but I can't talk too much, you know, because of this, you know, the flu that I have, or whatever the hell this is. I'm gonna go see my doctor today at 2 o'clock anyway, so maybe he'll give me something. I don't know. And we'll continue this later on tonight. You know, later on tonight, like 6 o'clock, 7 o'clock, around there somewhere, with part 2. But just remember, guys, you know, my voice is going to be hard to talk, you know, for me. Okay, and I'll see you guys on I'll see you guys in the part 2. Alright, guys. See you guys in the part 2. Formula 125. What can I say? It keeps getting better and better and better, dude. Codemasters and EA. They did a fantastic job. It's one of the best Formula. Well, this is the only Formula game, and one of the best there is. You know, if you're into Formula, this is it. You know, it doesn't get any better than this. It's true. It doesn't get any better than this. Besides, like I said, besides the breaking point, there's other aspect to Formula 1. There's multiplayer, cross-platform. There's a career mode, very extensive career mode. There's Formula 1, the movie, where you can play some aspect of the movie. So there's tons of stuff here for you to do, you know. Just the multiplayer and career mode alone, it's enough, you know, especially the multiplayer mode, which has cross-platform. You can play against PlayStation, Xbox, PC. And then breaking point on top of that. There's a lot to like here in F125. There's a lot to like here. Also supports the VR, and the ultra widescreen. So the graphics looks amazing, especially if you have a 5090 GPU. You can utilize path tracing, you know. So, oh, there you go. As you can see, I can barely talk. So I'll see you guys tonight, but I don't think I'll be able to talk too much, you know. But I'll be able to drive, you know. I won't be able to talk, but I'll be able to drive. All right, guys. Thank you, Shuki. Appreciate you stopping by. And for those of you sitting on the sidelines, I hope you enjoy it. I'll see you guys on the part 2 later on tonight.